Hey, this is Anthony Cesari with SuccessForYourSongs.com, and in this video I wanted to talk to you about one more of the points that I mentioned in the cheat sheet that I emailed to you the other day. In the first video we talked about engaging the five senses in a little more detail, and in this video I want to talk to you about this idea here on the cheat sheet, which is highlighting the most important lyrical phrases. And I want to show you one of the ways to highlight important phrases in your songs. This is an important concept because there are certain phrases that need to stand out more than others, like your title, so that the listener knows that they're important, or they need to strike the listener a certain way. And we're going to talk about one of the ways to do that in this video. The last line of a section is typically very strong, and it's a great place to highlight a phrase. There are a couple of reasons for that. If your section has an even number of lines, the last line balances out the section. Since it closes the section out, it draws attention and highlights the lyrics that sit there. Let's take a look at an example so you can see what I mean. On top of the world, you're right by my side. You be my girl, I'll be your guy. Did you notice that when the fourth line closed the section, it demanded a little extra attention than the other three lines? Listen to it again. On top of the world, you're right by my side. You be my girl, I'll be your guy. When you hear it that way, you realize the line, I'll be your guy, probably isn't the best for that position. Aside from just being way too similar to the line before it, it just isn't important enough to warrant the highlighted last position. It would probably make more sense if we shuffled those phrases around a bit. If for some reason we were dead set on keeping these lyrics, the phrase on top of the world would probably be the line that deserves the most attention. It would go like this. I'll be your guy, you be my girl, you're right by my side, on top of the world. That feels better, doesn't it? I mean, the lyrics are still cliche and not too interesting, but the phrase most deserving to be highlighted is now getting the attention it should get. Even if we have an odd number of lines, the last one typically demands the most attention because it comes as a surprise. We're usually expecting one more line to round out the section. When it doesn't happen, the last odd-numbered line draws attention and highlights the lyrics that sit there. Let's take a look at an example with only 3 lines this time. I feel like a wreck, I need you here now, I worry and wait. Do you see how I worry and wait gets more attention than the other 2 lines? I need you here now is probably the line that would be best suited to be in that position. So let's try this. I feel like a wreck, I worry and wait, I need you here now. That feels better. The 3 lines still play into the idea of longing, but now the overall idea of the section is brought to light with the last line. Also, since the 3rd line tends to create motion into the next section, it would be nice if our final odd-numbered line created a good segue into what the next section would be talking about. So if the chorus repeated the phrase, because you're mine, the last line, I need you here now, would be a good way to move forward into that next section. Okay, so hopefully that information helps you out. And like I mentioned earlier, there are other ways to highlight phrases in your songs aside from just using the last line in a section. And we do talk about those in more detail in the full course on lyric writing that I have, which is called How to Write Songs That Sell, the lyrics module. And we also go into all of the bullet points that are outlined on this cheat sheet in much more detail, so you're getting a really complete understanding of what makes lyrics that people want to make an emotional connection to. So I've got a link for you below the video where you can learn more about that course, and thank you for checking out this video. I will talk to you in the next one.